A world famous castle, a bullet train, and live sumo wrestling. This day in Japan had a little bit of everything. So day 7 of our Japan family adventure. Our next stop from Osaka actually meant travelling a little west first, to Himeji Castle. We really wanted to see this castle and felt the small detour was absolutely worth it. Once we arrived in Himeji, we put our bags in the lockers at the station and made our way out towards the castle. One of the great things about Himeji is that the castle is easy to spot from the main street, so you almost feel like you're being guided straight towards it the whole way. Now we did stop for an amazing breakfast as well that's worth mentioning. St. Marc Café, Himeji Festa shop. Beautiful pastries for breakfast. After breakfast we kept walking up the main street towards Himeji Castle, and the closer you got, the more impressive it became. Himeji Castle is known for its brilliant white exterior, and it's easy to see why it's considered one of the most stunning castles in all of Japan. As I walked through the grounds, I stumbled upon a weathered stone with ancient writing. In that moment, I could feel the weight of centuries, wondering who once stood right where I did. As I passed beneath the trees, the castle peeked out above the canopy, almost as if it was watching our approach. The winding gates made the climb feel like a journey through time, each turn revealing a new vantage, but the summer heat was relentless. We had to stop, catch our breath, and soak in the history we were stepping through. Continuing on, each bend in the path teased us. Just when we thought we were close, another turn would appear. Yet, with every curve, the towering castle grew larger, drawing us in like a guardian waiting at the top, until the grand structure was right there in front of us in all its imposing glory. At last, we found the castle entrance. We went inside and we slipped off our shoes, feeling the smooth timber underfoot. As we began climbing the steep wooden stairs, they seemed almost vertical. But for us and the kids, it was all part of the adventure. No trouble at all, just the thrill of ascending to the top. As we climbed the timber stairs, each level opened up a new view. The grounds below began to stretch out beneath us while we stepped into vast timber rooms. Each space showcased different displays surrounded by stunning woodwork. The small windows let in just enough light, making the whole scene feel both grand and intimate. You could just imagine how the samurai once used these narrow windows, peering out to defend the castle from above. Each beam of light that filtered in once framed a watchful eye, reminding us that these serene views were once vantage points in a fortress built for defense. We soon discovered a room displaying portraits of shoguns, the castle past leaders. Each step revealing more impressive woodwork, more staircases, and more light filtering through. Finally, we reached a room with a video detailing the castle's history. We sat down and watched a bit. But the highlight was this samurai armour. Capturing every detail, I zoomed in to let the craftsmanship speak for itself. The Under the Skin exhibit gave us a rare treat. A detailed model laying bare the castle's hidden structure. It was like peeling back the walls, revealing the intricate beams and framework that hold the fortress together. As we studied it, we could almost imagine the craftsmen centuries ago fitting each timber and tile, building not just a castle, but a legacy that still stands strong. It was a glimpse beneath the surface, connecting us to the soul of Himeji. What really struck me next was a massive model of the castle grounds. It was like we were soaring above Himeji itself. Looking down, we could trace every pathway, every wall, and the towering castle in perfect miniature. It felt like stepping into the role of a strategist, seeing the entire landscape from above, gaining a whole new appreciation for its scale and design. That bird's eye view made it clear just how formidable this place was. You could see the layers of walls, moats, and winding paths. It really hit home how challenging it must have been for anyone trying to attack. Every detail of the model reinforced how brilliantly the castle was designed to protect itself. We made our way down and stepped outside. Himeji Castle is one of Japan's few original castles, meaning it's never been destroyed or rebuilt from scratch. While many other castles have been lost or reconstructed, Himeji's main keep and complex structures have remained intact since the 17th century. It's an authentic piece of history, preserved almost exactly as it was, earning its status as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We lingered a moment more under those grand trees, then made our way back to the station, grabbing our things from the lockers, ready to hop on the bullet train bound for Nagoya. When we arrived in Nagoya, the first thing we noticed was just how busy Nagoya Station is. It's one of the largest stations in Japan, and by mid-morning, it felt like the entire city was moving through it. Lockers were hard to find. Once we finally sorted our bags and made our way out of the station, we headed towards our Airbnb in Nakamura. And honestly, it was the best accommodation of our entire trip, hands down. The place was incredible, 3 full stories, multiple bedrooms and bathrooms, and easily the most comfortable place we stayed at the whole time in Japan. We wrapped up our evening by grabbing a taxi to the stadium where the July Sumo tournament was underway. Sitting in the grandstand, we watched in awe as the wrestlers performed their rituals. Intense warm-ups, dramatic slaps, and fierce stare-downs. Watching them grapple and push each other out of the ring was thrilling. We enjoyed dinner right there, taking in match after match. Finally, to wind down, we took a peaceful walk around Nagoya Castle. Though it was closed, the quiet grounds were beautiful in the evening. That tranquil walk closed out our day perfectly, leaving us with one more serene memory. The next morning, we were ready for our next adventure. This time we got up early and stored our luggage in the lockers before the rush. With that sorted, we headed straight to LEGOLAND Nagoya and the Railway Museum. Honestly, it turned out to be one of the highlights of our entire trip. If you want to see how that turned out, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next episode.